want to talk and say hello.
Here we go.
Also try to hypnotize you and me everywhere we go.
Andrew what? Paul McCartney. No. Okay, so here's the story. When I first worked with Andrew and we did As You Lie There, I was doing other things, so we had to work in sort of spurts. We'd do that, then I had something like a tour or something, and we'd do something else, and then we'd make another track, so it wasn't just over one complete period. Why am I saying this? There's going to be a very good reason for saying this. That's what it is. So anyway, I'd worked with him, and I saw Ringo, and I said, oh yeah, I worked with this guy, Andrew, he's great. So Ringo came over to Andrew's studio then, and played a bit of drums. I think Ringo thought that was all he had to do. Play a little bit of drums, and Andrew would make a track out of it, and make some sort of marvelous thing out of it. Which Andrew didn't, because it doesn't work like that. We left it like that, and then we went on and did other stuff. But then at one point I said, well, remember that stuff that Ringo came over, that drum thing that he did? I said, can I hear it? Just see what he did, just out of curiosity. We listened to it. I thought, wow, that's really good. So I said, well, what we should do, we should make the track that Ringo hoped you'd make. And we should do it and then get it over to him and, complete the circle kind of thing. Home to Us.
But it was home to us. And you could be forgiven if you thought that it was rough, but it was home to us. The roses in the yard began to wilt and then they turned to dust. But it was home to us. We didn't worry where the road was gonna take us to. Time to make a fuss, cause that was all we knew. The world around us wasn't safe, the place was falling down. But it was my hometown, and it was home to us. The lady on the hill was drinking brandy, eating caviar, the perfect host. My mom was in the kitchen washing dishes in the sink, and then she burned the toast. The kids are in the alley playing ball until the sun goes down. But that was my hometown, and it was home to us. We didn't worry where the road was gonna lead us to. There wasn't time to make a fuss, cause that was all we knew. it was home to us. Yeah, 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 it was home to us.
And some of the tracks on this album are about memories of mine. One of the funny things we used to do before the Beatles, I would say to John and George, actually, I was saying, should we go hitchhiking? We didn't have much money. So the thing to do was to get a lift off lorries that were going down south from Liverpool. If you got a lift, you had a holiday for nothing, you know. And I'd suggested this to George, so him and me did it. And the great thing is, you know, it really bonds you because you're just stuck with each other. And so you learn each other's humor, you learn each other's likes and dislikes. On the Welsh trip, on going to Harlock, we thumbed a lift and it was a little a milk van. And those were the first electric cars you ever saw. That's what they used electric cars for. We just about got in, and there was the driver here, George sitting in the middle, and then me here. George was sitting on the battery. We didn't think anything of it, you know. It's like, yeah, okay, there's somewhere to sit, and we're getting a free lift. Suddenly George goes, ow! And he jumps up. I said, what's up? He said, I fucking know. It turned out he had jeans with a zip on the back, and they'd connected up on the battery. So like, John! And I must say, when we got to the bed and breakfast later, he showed me, he had a big zip mark on his back. Brings you together.